I wanted to take a minute to share with you on how to make the Organelle Foldable. This is what the finished product will look like, where you will have all 14 cell parts that we are going to discuss, or organelles, and inside of them you will have the definitions. So the thought is that you can use this as a study tool so that when you're trying to remember what the jobs of the function of the nucleus is, you can just open the flap and see that, or you can open the flap and try and remember what organelle that matches. So let me teach you how to make this. The first thing that you are going to need is a piece of construction paper. You can get this from the toolkit that I provided for you at the beginning of the school year. You will need a ruler, scissors, and a pencil. So go ahead and if you need to, pause this video to gather the materials so that you are ready to make the foldable. I'm going to set the scissors and the ruler aside for a moment. We are first going to start off with folding the construction paper. Once again, I've selected yellow so that when I write on it, you'll be able to see my writing. If you'd like to use a darker color, you might just need to use either a marker or a pen. So we're going to fold it the hot dog way first, which means the long way. So we're going to match up the edges, and once those are matched up, go ahead and give it a good crease. So now you have almost kind of like a pamphlet, if you think about it like that. Now in science, we use the metric part of the ruler. So on the ruler, I'm going to be using the centimeter side. And we are going to make little dash marks every 2.2 centimeters. If you are someone that is very mathematically inclined and can count in increments of 2.2 centimeters, you're welcome to do so. I am going to just take my pencil, and at 2.2 centimeters, I'm going to make a little dot. And I'm going to scoot it down to the 0 line and make a little dot. Now, remember, the point of this foldable is to help you in preparing and studying, because we are about to enter into a lot of information. For some of you, it appears that maybe these cell parts may be a review. Maybe you've already discussed them in your previous years in school. And for some of you, you're not familiar with it at all. So I wanted to make a tool for us to have to refer to, as well as when you complete this, it's actually a really good way for your brain to start to begin to memorize some of the information. So after making a mark every 2.2 centimeters, you should now have 14 sections. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last one's an itty bitty 14. The reason why we just did a little dot is I'm going to take the ruler and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to use the nice sharp edge on this ruler here to give myself, I'm going to go straight across. I'm going to line up where the dots are, and I'm going to go like that. Try and draw straighter than me. You can continue this on down. Once again, you can do this with me, or you can pause the video and do it at your own pace. Oh gosh, that's really not a good line. Sorry. Okay, there we go, that's better. These are really just guidelines, like I mentioned, because we're actually going to cut along these lines in just a moment. That's why you need the scissors. Okay, so now that I have these lines, I'm going to set the ruler aside. I'm done with the ruler. I'll keep my pencil nearby though, because I will still need that. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut until I meet the fold. Last one. So now you should have this type of like fringy device. What you're going to do now on the outer side is you're going to label them according to the organelles we are going to focus into getting in more depth with. All that I have done is used the order that the Google Slides goes in to order my organelles. So the first one is our nucleus. The second one is the nucleolus. Then you have the mitochondria, vacuole, ribosome, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Say that 10 times fast. We often refer to that as the RER for the sake of time. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, known as the SER, the Golgi complex, lysosome, cytoplasm, cell membrane, cytoskeleton, chloroplast. I like to put plants only under there to remind myself. And then cell wall. And once again, those are plants only. So now what I'm going to do, if I open this flap up, I'm going to drag, kind of like just trace along the top of there so you can see that I've kind of created a barrier. And I'm going to take notes from the Google Slides. So we know that the nucleus is the brain of the cell. This is where the DNA is found. It controls reproduction. And it tells organelles what to do. Now I'm going to open this flap up and draw a line along there. The nucleolus. According to the notes on the Google slide, we know that it's found in the nucleus and that it makes ribosomes. And you can continue to go on with the mitochondria. Once again, whoops, I didn't cut that well enough, to take the notes from the Google Slides there. But the thought is, once you have this all filled out, you can use it as a study tool to either quiz yourself onto what are the functions or the jobs of the nucleus, or once you have it all filled out, you can open it up and quiz yourself on which function matches which organelle. I hope you find this study tool helpful for you.